Resort news. A Punta Cana tourist claims an engagement ring was stolen from the room at 3 a.m. while they were sleeping. Reports of salmonella poisoning tied to several Punta Cana resorts owned by the same company. The Punta Cana airport has begun renovation and expansion work on Terminal B, expected to last approximately 1 year. We'll examine the impact this will have on your arrival. I'll bring you this and many more resort news to get you up to speed. Vamos, let's go! Let's kick things off with number 1. An engagement ring was allegedly stolen out of a Punta Cana resort room while guests were sleeping inside. Since this is an unconfirmed story on Reddit, we won't mention the hotel name. Let's hear directly from the user. My brother and his wife got married here, and it was the worst experience. On the last night, someone broke into the room and stole their engagement ring while they were asleep. For context, they had a swim-up room. When the door is open to the outside, the AC does not work. The AC was on, so the door was shut, and you could not open it from the outside. The only way someone would be able to break into one of those rooms is if it was an employee who knew how to open the door from the outside. They were awoken at 3 a.m. by a man running out of the room. Upon investigating themselves, they realized my sister-in-law's engagement ring was gone. They also saw wet footprints leading up to their door. When they contacted the front desk, they didn't seem to care. Put your valuables in the safe. The only reason they didn't was that they were leaving the next day and didn't plan on leaving the room until then. Next, number 2. The Hyatt Zilara Cap Cana all-inclusive resort lands a spot on Tripadvisor's 2025 Top 10 Hotels list. Tripadvisor, the world's leading travel platform, revealed the winners of its annual Traveler's Choice Awards, Best of the Best Hotels, spotlighting this year's top-rated hotels worldwide as identified through Tripadvisor reviews. Claiming the title of the #1 top hotel in the world is Secrets Acumay Riviera Maya in Mexico, which also secured the world #1 spot in the all-inclusive and treat-yourself categories. Back in Punta Cana, the Secrets Cap Cana is on the 7th spot in the rest of the world's top 10 hotels category. The awards are determined based on the quality and quantity of traveler reviews and ratings specific to each subcategory, posted on Tripadvisor over the 12 months from January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024. Winners are among the top 1% of the 1.6 million hotel listings on Tripadvisor. Let's continue with number 3. Several reports of salmonella poisonings tied to several properties owned by a world-renowned brand in Punta Cana. As with the first story, since this information is not being reported by a recognized media outlet, we will refrain from naming the hotels in question. We'll mention the source, and you can read the unredacted story on your own. According to Ilana Corchia from foodsafetynews.com, she's received credible reports of salmonella poisonings in several properties in Punta Cana, all owned by the same company. She writes, "Several of my clients have fallen seriously ill, requiring medical treatment both locally in the Dominican Republic and again after returning home to the United States." Her article goes on to explain that in the US, salmonella is a reportable disease, meaning doctors must notify local health authorities when a patient tests positive. Health officials then interview the patient to trace the source of the infection, either through their food history or genetic testing. When that information is published by the US authorities, we'll have more details on what exactly was the source of the outbreak. A great way to find this kind of information before booking your trip is to read the most recent reviews on various online platforms to see if a common theme emerges. According to Ilana, she was able to find several reviews confirming what her clients were reporting, such as the following: "Got extremely sick here and still dealing with it over a week later, and I was not the only one. There were several people I talked to that became very ill. Confirmed by my doctor, it was the food." Next, number 4. Spanish hotelier Best Hotels, operating in the Dominican Republic under the Serenade Caribbean Resorts brand, has announced a major expansion in Punta Cana. Since entering the country in late 2020 at Cabeza de Toro Beach, Best Hotels has already opened 2 resorts, the family-friendly Serenade Punta Cana, and the Serenade All Suites, adults only, together offering 952 rooms. By the end of 2025, the group will unveil a third resort, the Serenade Caribe Club, featuring 835 rooms, 8 themed restaurants, 10 bars, 6 pools, a kids and teens club, and entertainment spaces for all ages. These 3 resorts will bring the complex to 1,787 rooms, over 20 restaurants, numerous bars, wellness zones, and entertainment venues, creating one of the Dominican Republic's largest resort destinations. Best Hotels has also revealed plans for an ambitious 4th resort in Playa Bávaro, with 1,193 rooms. Once completed, Serenade Caribbean Resorts will offer nearly 3,000 rooms across 4 5-star properties in the DR, representing an investment of almost $1 billion. Okay, I've still got more resort news and today's top headlines coming up, but first, it's time for our quick mid-show chat. In a poll, we asked you, which of these is the most important to you when choosing an all-inclusive resort? 139 of you responded, and here are the results. 28% of you voted for the food, 6% voted for drinks, 8% said service, 7% the room, and a majority, 51%, said value for money. Thank you for all your answers and comments, which allow us to get to know you better. Today's question is, how do you book your hotels when you travel? Answer A for direct with hotel, B for travel agent, C for Expedia, or D for other. Chime in below. We look forward to reading your thoughts. But now, let's get back to the resort news. On to number 5. The luxurious Secrets Cap Cana Resort, part of the Hyatt All-Inclusive Collection, has earned the coveted AAA 5-diamond designation. This prestigious designation was awarded to Secrets Cap Cana for the 4th consecutive year, making it the all-inclusive resort in the Dominican Republic with the longest running streak. This top-tier rating from the American Automobile Association highlights properties that deliver unmatched luxury, attention to detail, and world-class service. Resorts must undergo rigorous anonymous inspections that assess cleanliness, ambience, room quality, and the overall guest experience. Located within the exclusive Cap Cana community, Secrets Cap Cana is an adults-only escape with 457 elegant suites, 7 a la carte restaurants, 7 bars, round-the-clock room service, a full-service spa, and a wide array of daytime and evening activities. This achievement not only cements Secrets Cap Cana's status as a leader in luxury hospitality, but also showcases the Dominican Republic's ability to deliver premium travel experiences, combining natural beauty, warm hospitality, and sophisticated service. Next, number 6. Punta Cana International Airport has launched a 1-year renovation of its Terminal B parking area to enhance passenger safety and streamline operations. As construction progresses, travelers will notice new road signage guiding tour operators, taxi, and private vehicles, along with temporary changes to access roads and waiting zones. New staging areas for buses and operators have been set up behind Punta Cana Village's 4 Points Hotel and near the Ilumel building. A dedicated short-term parking area for light vehicles has also opened adjacent to the CESAC security building. What does this mean for you? Airport officials say passenger pickup remains through parking lots B existing entrance and exit, ensuring continuity amid improvements. Now, number 7. Some travelers to Punta Cana are reporting an unexpected surprise at their resorts. Cats. Lots of cats. According to guests on Tripadvisor, some hotels are now overrun with stray felines wandering public spaces and even restaurant patios. One visitor at Bahia Principe said the sheer number of cats prompted them to dine indoors to avoid possible health concerns. Despite their popularity among some guests, like myself, those with allergies or hygiene concerns describe their encounters as off-putting. If you're planning a Punta Cana getaway, expect feline neighbors as they're used for pest control at some resorts. Then, discover if you're a cat lover or prefer a kitty-free vacation. There's more important news still to come, but real quick, If you're new here, I'm Ari, and along with John, we're the nitty-gritty travelers. Our goal with this segment is to bring you the latest resort news in a way that keeps you informed without wasting your time. So, if you've got a resort trip coming up, consider subscribing. Now, let's get back to the resort news. Number 8. A family booked their stay on an adult-only resort, but one of their children is under 18. They booked their trip without knowing anything about the hotel and only discovered the age restriction after making the booking. They asked the following question on Reddit. Has anyone been in this situation before with any adults-only hotel? Can they be flexible or make an exception for a 17.5-year-old? Sadly, the answer is no. Should the hotel allow a minor into an adult-only property, they'd be in serious legal trouble. You're now all caught up. If you want to stay in the loop and be ready for your next resort getaway, make sure to subscribe. Hasta luego!